Tom Brady or Colin Kaepernick? There's actually a debate happening right now whether or not Colin Kaepernick should get the same sort of welcome as Tom Brady has as he comes out of retirement. I'm not kidding. Seriously. There's a Tom Brady versus Colin Kaepernick debate happening right now. Tom Brady chose to unretire. However, Colin Kaepernick's retirement is still intact, thankfully. But you'd never know it by what you see in the woke sports media and on Twitter. They really think that the kneeling one deserves a chance to play in the NFL again. Some have gone so far as to say that they'd rather have Colin Kaepernick on their team than Tom Brady. These people are hopelessly insane. They're never coming back. Tom Brady has obviously earned the right to play as long as he wants. There really is no debating that. Colin Kaepernick, however, who is mediocre at best and has been out of the league for 6 years, has not earned any such opportunity. But earning something isn't relevant to these social justice warriors. You see, they feel that the kneeling one deserves a spot on an NFL roster because he's Colin Kaepernick. Tom Brady has played 22 seasons. He's won 7 Super Bowls. He has 5 Super Bowl MVP awards. He has 3 NFL MVP awards. And he's made 15 Pro Bowls. And in Brady's unretirement announcement, he said he had unfinished business. Colin Kaepernick has none of that. Yet his social justice warrior fans say he deserves a spot on an NFL team. Didn't earn it, he just deserves it. These people are stark, raving mad. No other way to call it. As I know most of you watching this don't wade into that sewer called Twitter, allow me to show you a little bit of the insanity that's going on in this debate regarding Colin Kaepernick coming back to the NFL and Tom Brady coming back to the NFL. So in this tweet, it's from Colin Kaepernick himself. He says, "For the past 5 years, I've been working out and staying ready in case an opportunity to play presented itself. I'm really grateful to my trainer who I've been throwing to all this time, but man, do I miss throwing to professional route runners. Who's working? I'll pull up." I'm not even going to talk about this. You're telling me for 5 years you've been training since you've left the league, is actually getting closer to 6, but you're ready for the NFL. That's an entire career. That's an entire length of time that most people don't even spend in the NFL. You've gone on television, told everybody how it's a plantation, but you've been working hard to come back. Yeah, I believe that. But he's got a legion of idiots that are following him. Here's another one. I'm not joking when I say I hope the Chiefs sign Cap. He's literally just as good as Patrick Mahomes. And if Mahomes gets injured, he can show his worth. Titans sign him and they're winning a chip. Literally, these people are crazy. Putting him in the same category as Patrick Mahomes is absurd. Maybe Jackson Mahomes, definitely not Patrick Mahomes. Now we've got this one from a blue check. This guy, Joe Madison, is on Sirius XM every day with a real radio show. Tom Brady isn't the quarterback the NFL needs. Colin Kaepernick is. This guy's got to be just putting stuff out for clickbait. Can't be serious. Not in actually having a radio show talking about football, saying that Colin Kaepernick is who the NFL needs. Okay. So I mentioned that whole deserve thing that they're talking about. Not that he's good enough to play. Not that a team would want him to play. Not that the league, after he belittled them and called them a plantation, but they're saying he deserves to play. Here's another blue check. Check this out. There's nothing wrong with giving Colin Kaepernick an opportunity. He deserves normal and fair tryouts based on his body of work. No, I don't think you want that. I don't think you want to bring up his body of work. Kaepernick is still better than a lot of NFL quarterbacks. How could you possibly know that? The guy hasn't stepped on a field in almost 6 years. How do you know that he's still better than a lot of NFL quarterbacks? You don't. It's all BS. And here's another one. Colin Kaepernick deserves to play football at the NFL again. Who's with me? Not me. I don't think anyone deserves to play in the NFL. You have to earn the opportunity. These people don't seem to get that. They just think it should be given. They don't care about the game. They don't care about a team being better. You're going to see some of these tweets. Nobody says, I think you can make my team better. No, Colin deserves to be in the NFL. Now, this is one of my favorites. Colin Kaepernick deserves another chance. The NFL cheated him, and he's still a top 10 quarterback. I have no idea what this guy's talking about. A top 10 quarterback? He wasn't a top 10 quarterback when he was playing. But now, after being out of the league for 6 years, after being off the plantation, he's still a top 10 quarterback. Wow. If I'm the Seahawks, I'm signing him to a 5-year, $200 million contract. I hope this was satire. I hope this was just tongue-in-cheek. Because otherwise, this guy needs to have someone in white lab coat show up to his house. Now let's talk about the man, Colin Kaepernick. This woman, Colin Kaepernick, is 20 times the human that Aaron Rodgers is. And he, again, deserves to play again. Role models are about more than just the game. Newsflash. My grandchildren, my daughter, I don't want a role model for any of them who kneels to the American flag and wears socks with police as pigs on them. That's a role model? That's pretty sad if that's your aspiration. If you want your children to look up to that. Here we go again. Colin Kaepernick deserves not just to be on an NFL team. This one says Colin Kaepernick deserves to be a starter in the NFL. So you go from 6 years of not playing at all, and now you deserve, you don't have to earn it, just give it to him. He deserves to be a starter in the NFL. Why do you deserve that? Why would someone deserve to be a starting quarterback in the NFL? What are these people thinking? And of course, we wouldn't be without the drama if race wasn't brought into this. Colin Kaepernick is trending once again. This time it's obviously because a white NFL quarterback can retire, unretire, and immediately be a starting quarterback, while a black quarterback who is clearly better can't even get a tryout. So this guy is talking about someone who has 7 Super Bowl rings, and Colin Kaepernick is better than he is. But go back for a second. When he says the NFL quarterback can retire and unretire, you understand that Tom Brady retired in a tweet or Instagram post a little over, 2 months ago since the Super Bowls happened? Do you know what kind of activity happens on an NFL team between the Super Bowl and March 15th? Nothing. They clean out their lockers, they go home, they take a break, and then they come back and start getting ready for OTAs. So no, just being retired and unretired, that's a problem for these idiots. Oh, it continues. And you'll love this one. So if Tom Brady can just decide to play for the NFL after leaving, that should mean Kaepernick can just decide to play again too, right? Wrong. You're an idiot. Get off of Twitter, delete your account. Save us all the trouble of reading your insanity. Oh, here's another one. Let me get this straight. Tom Brady is ending his retirement from the NFL, and he is welcomed back. Why wouldn't he be? Aaron Rodgers paid a $300,000 fine for lying about receiving the jab. But the NFL continues to refuse to bring back Colin Kaepernick when he did nothing wrong. Hypocrisy. He did nothing wrong? Let's say we forget about the kneeling. Let's say we forget about him tarnishing the league. He called NFL owners plantation owners. He said that the NFL Combine was like a meat market where you get measured. Why would somebody who would denigrate the league, the integrity of the league that much, even want to come back? This dude just did a documentary. It was broadcast internationally. He did everything he could to destroy the NFL. And now he's complaining because they won't bring him back. Someone needs to talk to this guy about the delusions of coming back. And maybe ask him, if you think it's a plantation, why do you even want to come back? I know if I was a slave, I wouldn't want to break back into the plantation. But maybe that's what they mean by deserve. Maybe he deserves to be on a plantation. It's insane. And this tweet sums it up. Enjoy retirement, loser boy, loser. Colin Kaepernick begging an organization he compared to slavery for a job. Let's hope these people just end up wallowing in their sorrow and their social justice and nothing happens for it. God, I hope nobody signs this idiot to a contract. It would be one of the worst moves that Roger Goodell and any team owner would make. Keep this moron out of the league. You don't need the hassle. You don't need the drama. And if he sucks and you sign him, imagine what's going to happen when you cut him again. I can't even fathom if somebody were to be stupid enough to sign this guy and they get him into camp and he sucks like he always has, and then you have to cut him. Can you imagine what would happen if he got signed and then cut? I wouldn't want to be that team owner. There you have it. It makes absolutely no sense that these people are putting Colin Kaepernick in the same sentence as Tom Brady. But there's no accounting for these people's insanity. They've gone off a cliff. They're not coming back. But thankfully, Tom Brady is. If you like this video, check out this video about Colin Kaepernick and how he's giving away free autopsies. Yes, I said autopsies. No, I'm not kidding. In this video, he talks about free autopsies. Let me know in the comments below, do you think Colin Kaepernick deserves another shot in the NFL? Talk to you soon.